Hi champions, BB here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're in Match Hatters XL's account once again, now pulling for the 2x on the Primal Shards. Match Hatters has 17 Primal Shards we can go through today, hoping to hit something big, guys. Let's get right into Primal Shard pulling. Are you excited? I am excited. I hope that our luck well hasn't run dry. I'm gonna put this crunchy on my hand, clutch it really tight, and start pulling, guys. Boom! Oh, give us something good. Give us something juicy. Okay, it's totally okay if we start with rares. Let's get them out of the way quickly and then get to the good part quicker. I'm sure we don't want to see a bunch of blue flash today. You are here because you know I'm lucky. And I can't fail you this time. We just completed the daily quest to summon 3 champions, and oh, it feels like buying yourself really expensive coffee when you're doing these daily quests with anything but a mystery shard. You feel me? I've got something special for all of you guys, new and old players. Now you can get up to 25% cash back on every purchase you make in Raid. Here's how to do it. Click the link in the description and download or update Raid through Aptoid. It works on Android, but if you're on any type of PC, just use BlueStacks. Sign in to your Raid account, download and configure the Aptoid wallet. Use the promo code BB, open Raid, and make your first purchase. You get up to 25% cash back on every purchase in Raid, and then you'll be able to use it for some more goodies. Don't miss out. Click on my link, use the promo code BB, and get your cash today. Grave Chill Killer. She's an alright poisoner combined with Frozen Banshee. Let's keep pulling. This is not what we're here for. We're here to see the red. The red! I was so sure that it was gonna flash in red, but it is a Kinagashi with the masks. Double Slasher. Each hit has a 30% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10%. That could, if landed both times, be a 20% turn meter decrease on her? Is it her? Kinagashi? It looks like she. Yeah, it's her. On her A2, teams up with a random ally to attack a single enemy. Awesome. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. 3 turn cooldown, 2 books. Revives an ally with 50% HP, 50% turn meter. When ascended, also places 60% increased defense, strong increased defense buff on that ally for 2 turns. 4 turn cooldown. Not great, not terrible, but for the double hitter here with the decrease of the turn meter and the ally attack, I'll give her that. She's a good faction war champion. You could even maybe take her up in Fire Knight. Any wave content, honestly, would work. Even as a boss killer, she could use this ally attack towards tankier bosses, bigger bosses like Demon Lord. Well, Demon Lord is immune to the decreases of the turn meter, but if you needed a reviver, she could do the job quickly. 4 turn revive is good for an epic. Not the best, but it's pretty good. Okay, let's move on. I spent too much time talking about this epic, but I kind of want to make the, I want to prepare the stage for the big one today. And I know there will be a big one because I don't make the rules. Get out of my way, Twin Claw Disciple, and give me the juice. I want the juice. A Claude. Don't. In one video, I almost called him. No, I don't want to. No, let's forget about it, okay? He's Claude Beast Feeder. You won't catch me slipping today. This Iron Twin's Claw, stabby hand, decreases the crit rate for 2 turns, 30% on a targeted enemy. Some chance of landing, some chance of it not landing. It's okay. A shield on all allies equal to 20% of his max HP for 2 turns. A strong increased speed and 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. On his passive, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 10% of their max HP at the start of his turn. If you're at any lack for Ogrens, here's this Clawed Beast Feeder epic HP champ. We're on the 10th Primal Shard. I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna start focusing. I feel like we flushed it and now it's time for the big pulls to come in. Enough with the hatchet slingers, bro. They always come when I'm starting to prepare myself mentally for pulling a big pull and taking deep breaths, and every time I scream, it's a workout. My tummy, man. I actually feel like I'm out of breath after every session. Hit it. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling. Oh my god, it's Mother Sabal. Mother Sabal. Oh, at least we hit a legendary. It's not a full loss. Man, if we also hit a mythical, I don't want to get greedy. Shh. Temptations in my head. They need to shut up. Quiet. Let's appreciate this for what it is. I'm very, very stoked about this pull for Match Chatters XL. While very niche in her utility, I'm a big Mother Sibel supporter. I love niche champions that are particularly good in certain areas and not so much in others. I love exploring their mechanics and I love reading about their skills. Now I know that Mother Sibel was one of the first champions that came with a health swap. And I can clearly tell by the icon here on her A3. Though, I haven't fought a lot against her. People usually use her in arena. It's her ally speed. Sometimes it helps, right? Especially if you're playing in live arena. Oh, she's a pain, guys. Listen, on her A2, she comes with an attacks all enemies, which is beautiful. Has a 25% chance of placing a strong decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Also fills this champion's turn meter by 15%. Now that is it's a 50-50 when you book out this A1 Mask of the Dead. Unfortunately, it takes a bunch of bucks to get to these last buff debuff chance plus 10% effect. So a bit book heavy, no? On her A2, places a revive on death buff and a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Now with this one, you can come up with some very funky Hydra clan boss rotations. And if I'm not mistaken, this will also come in clutch a lot in Sand Devil. Uncanny transfer, this is the health swap. Now let's read a little bit about the mechanic. She swaps HP with an ally, not an enemy. If this champion's HP is equal to or higher than the target's after the swap, fills this champion's turn meter by 40%, places a 30% increased speed on herself for 2 turns, and places a block damage buff on the target ally that she swapped HP with for a turn. If this champion's HP is lower than the target's after the swap, she fills the target's turn meter by 40, places a 30% increased speed on them for 2 turns, and then places a block damage buff on herself for a turn. Also places 2 15% continuous heals buffs on herself for a turn. Very cool skill. 40% turn meter increases. It's not a lot of champions that come with hefty turn meter increases like that, right? And I personally, in my own journey, didn't get a lot of champions that abuse turn meter like this up until maybe 3-4 months into my game. Maybe the first really good turn meter controller that I got on my account was Thor. He's a damage dealer, right? So the scope of this 40% turn meter increase and the whole mechanic of it, the increased speed, the block damage on the other champion or herself, the continuous heals, very, very cool to use in like Faction Wars, Curse City, maybe even Doom Tower if you want to test her out there as a force support, you know, if you're looking to match affinities, if you don't have a lot of force champs. But overall, a little difficult to use. Her passive, Gravewalker, fully heals the ally with the lowest HP whenever this champion is killed. Heals all allies by 20% of their max HP and fills their turn meter by 15% whenever this champion is revived. So you can abuse this passive with her 8-2 combination. These 2 skills are gonna heal allies every time she revives. That's on a 3-turn cooldown. When you book it out, of course, if you're looking for the book to land there, because there's a lot of books that are gonna land in the A1 in your journey of booking out Mother Sibel. I'm so stoked though. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that we're not gonna leave empty-handed at the very least. But with all that said, and now that we've paid special attention to Mother Sibel, let's try and pull a mythical now, shall we? Wouldn't that be just so awesome? I'm gonna keep pulling these Primal Shards. I hope Mother Sibel is not a dupe, and I will check it after this. There goes an epic. Oh wow, it's a Seeker! That's a good epic. If I know epics, that is a good one. I have been wanting to pull a Seeker on my own account forever, so that I can try and build out a Seeker Demitha, some clan boss team that could potentially bring me closer to a 1-key Ultra Nightmare. Seeker is used in a lot of clan boss rotations. Do not mind his absolutely atrocious exterior. I can never get over how ugly this motherfucker is. Let's read a little bit. I'm gonna go over his kit very quickly for the people that don't know Secret and haven't pulled him yet. If there's anyone like that watching me ever at all. Because I feel like all of you are end gamers and I'm just here explaining to, like, trying to mansplain to you basically your job. Double Slasher, 25% chance of placing a provoke for a turn. This is very cool. On the 3-turn cooldown, fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%, 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, and then grants an extra turn. On his passive, which is why people use him in Clan Boss a lot, heals this champion by 20% of HP, and places 60% strong increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns when hit with a critical hit. This in combination with his Tailwind skill, where he just keeps getting extra turns after using his A2. That on a 3-turn cooldown with the strong increased attack is just textbook Clan Boss, right? Moving on, we have 8 more Primal Shards to go through, and yet to pull a mythical champion. Oh my god! I'm getting frustrated here. I'm gonna go and check if Mother Sibel was a dupe, because I'm gonna friggin' lose it. She's not! She's not! She's not! Oh, thank god. Thank god. She's not a dupe! Let's go! 7 Primal Shards. I'm scared. Rightfully so. But I believe it. I believe it. I believe that I will see the red today. I believe it. It with my whole being. I just have to release it. Release? Okay. I didn't release enough. Release? Ah, god damn it. You know what? I genuinely have to stop caring. There's 4 Primal Shards. I'm just gonna pull them. We're happy that we got a legendary today. Very stoked that it wasn't a pull in the wind. Let's go. We had so much fun today, you guys, and I always love seeing the shine. I feel the excitement with every shard opening. It doesn't matter what we get, at least for me. Now I'm satisfied that we have a 1 extra new Lego sitting in the vault, waiting. Ooh, epic. Stagnite! Woo woo! Stagnite is really good, man. Double slasher with each hit having a 30% chance of placing a strong decreased speed when you ascend him for 2 turns. On his A2, he attacks all enemies with a strong chance 100% when you book it out, placing a strong decreased defense debuff and a strong decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. These 2 debuffs on the same skill on an AoE. What more can you ask for, right? Beautiful. Passive places a 50% increased accuracy buff on an ally for a turn every time the ally has a debuff resisted by an enemy. You can take this guy in virtually every dungeon. He's gonna be very helpful for you in early to mid game. For Matt Chatter's XL, he could be very helpful in Faction Wars, Curse City content, Doom Tower if you need just like a full team of epic support champions. He's great. The decreased defense and attack combo is beautiful. Let's pull the last 2 Primal Shards, call it a day, and let him log into his account, because we've been hogging it for a little while. Here's a Hex Weaver, and the last Primal Shard is gonna get us a what? And let's see it. Let's have it. And it's an epic, and it is a whoa. Pestilus. I think Pestilus is a fair ending to this pulling session. Attacks twice at random with a chance of placing a leech. Has a chance of placing an HP burn on a single slasher. Heals all allies by 15% of their max HP if the burn is placed. And if the burn is not placed, he's gonna fill the turn meters of all allies by 15%. Battle Weirding on his passive places a 50% increased accuracy buff and a 30% increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. Not bad. This increased crit damage is one of my favorite buffs ever. And increases ally accuracy in Doom Tower battles by 50% if you needed it. Here is it, man. I'm sorry that the screen couldn't flash in red. I really tried everything that I had in me, man. However, I'm still very pleased with this cute gal on your roster. Now, in total, I've pulled you 4 legendary champions, man. I've pulled you Giath, I've pulled you Brugard, Mother Sibel, and Alton. Mother Sibel, guys and girls. This is awesome. I'm a very big Mother Sibel fan. If you guys want to pull your shards, always try to message me in a couple of days in advance so I can get to ya, fit you in my schedule, and always try to make it for you guys. I'll always try to do my best if you trust these lucky hands to get you something juice on your account if you're stuck. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Bye!